EA Sports. It's in the game.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Leave the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the...
Super Bowl 40, one more time. Hey, it's the coach. This is week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, no Matt Hasselbeck, but the Seattle Seahawks are out for revenge as they once again take on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll talk to you again at halftime with a look around the league. But now, let's say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense here set to take over with Russell Wilson leading the way. Wilson, a Pro Bowler 5 times in his 7 NFL seasons, including last year, when he threw for a career-high 35 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So here are the Steelers under longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Check 24, check 24. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Set up.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. And a look at Seattle's defense.
After all he's been through, I want to talk about Eric Berry, and it was really tough for any NFL fan to see him go down the opener in New England last year. But one thing we know about him, he's resilient. This is a man who's beat cancer to come back and play at an all-pro level. And why? He can cover in the deep zones. He drops down in the box in the run game, and he can blitz the quarterback. You name it, Eric Berry can do it.
From the gun on third down, Jeffers, and he finds McDonald. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
What's the ball? He's crashing. He's checking crash. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Jeffers, Moncrief brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Moncrief's totals from a week ago. 5 catches, 91 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Watch the edge. Switch, switch. Mike's 50, Mike.
On first down, it's Samuels. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Showing it. Showing it.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Whip. Watch the whip.
From the gun, Jeffers, and that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 9, check 9. Hot 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 4th down, Jeffers, and he's got Moncrief. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jeffers on the move to his left. That's complete to his running back, Connor.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. I got him. Check 31, check 31. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 2nd down now, Samuels, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hatchet. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
To throw on 2nd down. Jeffers got an open man. It's Washington. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run here with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Kill.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Robert Kimdichie just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Slam. Check 3. Check 13.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Check 99.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jeffers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And Dixon has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw again is Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start our tour up at M&T Bank Stadium. Baltimore playing host to Arizona. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. Willie Snead, a touchdown reception. From there, we take the short trip down to D.C. to check on the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, Connor looking for space. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, it's Connor, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Samuels again. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch out. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
To throw again. Jeffers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Jeffers. And that is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson and Dixon over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
It's caught right side, Dixon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Switzer on the return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And they'll get 8 out of it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Jeffers out to his left. He'll get that one complete to Connor. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down now, Samuels, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, Jeffers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
On second down, Samuels.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jeffers. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Throwing on first down, Jeffers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, Samuels. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Now Wilson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Wilson to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the shit.
Throwing now is Wilson. Shedding the tackle. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dontrell Edmond, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. Jimmy Garoppolo, 2 touchdown passes in the W. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you look back over the score.